Mrs. Hudson! Mrs. Hudson!
Boy, carried off every prize the school had to offer, went on to fresh triumphs at Cambridge. I must confess, he'd passed completely out of my mind and did him little good at school. It seemed to us a piquant thing to chevy him about the playground.
Very house working at once.
Well, my practice...
Oh. Well, I mean, if you're...
Watch out.
I perceive that you yourself are not a member of the family.
Prepared to swear to me?
Not at all. Still the same dear old tadpole.
And this, I presume, is my fiancée and my nurse. Please, sit down.
The others go, so that you can work at your leisure and without fear of being overlooked. Personally, tomorrow morning, the very greatest care, nephew.
Nothing else?
You working late again?
Just a few things.
You want to slack off a bit, old man? Ambition's a fine thing and all that,
But do not neglect. Written in French. By 9 o'clock, I was feeling drowsy and scarcely a third of the way through. I thought a cup of coffee might clear my brain, so I rang the commissionaire who stays on duty all night in a small lodge at the bottom of the stairs. To my surprise, it was a woman who answered the summons. I'm sorry, I was ringing for Mr. Tangi.
I'm his wife, sir. I do the char work in this building.
Well, I was wondering if you might bring me a cup of coffee. Coffee was some time coming. So I went down to investigate.
leaving the room unguarded.
Yes. I found Tangi asleep. Yes. Yes. God, no. Tangi and I both rushed out down the stairs that lead into Char. Raining. There was no one. But I distinctly... None.
Had it been raining all evening?
Since about 7.
Oh, this chain of events, the intruder had left any traces. Muddy footmarks, any cigar end, or dropped glove.
Watson will tell you I was a nervous, sensitive boy at school. Shamefully. Hopelessly.
Career in the balance.
It seems not to have affected your sister's devotion. How long has she known Mr. Phelps?
Well, they met in Northumberland when they learnt of Percy's connection with Lord Holdhurst. My father is an ironmaster and a staunch supporter of the Conservative Party.
She came down here to meet Percy's people, and you came as escort.
That's right. Just before they left for America.
While away the summer in working.
As the eldest son, Mr. Holmes, I have expectations of inheriting my father's business. I also dabble in stocks and shares, which grants me a certain independence.
My apologies if my question offended you. On the night of May the 23rd, had you arranged? That is just the matter of the commissionaire's wife.
Yes, of course. As I remember, shortly after our return to my office, Inspector Forbes of the Yard arrived to take up the case with considerable energy. We hired a hansom, and within half an hour we were at the Tangi's home in Brixton. The door was opened by his eldest daughter.
Who wants you?
In here.
You get back in here. Now, come on. And shut the door.
After about 10 minutes, we heard the front door.
We've reason to believe that you've taken a paper of importance from the Foreign Office.
Yes. I was surprised, but not unduly worried that he was alone. Percy often worked late, and I knew there was another train. So I went to bed in the hall.
Yes, come on, bring him in here!
Bundled up to my room. This was turned into a sick room. For me. One. And the doctor's care, I should not be speaking to you now. She nursed me by day. A hired nurse looked after me at night. But in the mad fits, I was capable of anything.
Just one question of the utmost importance, Mr. Phelps. Did you tell anyone that you had this special task to perform?
No one.
Not Miss Harrison, for example?
No.
It can be built up as an exact science by the reasoner. Our highest assurance of the goodness of Providence seems to me to rest in the flowers. It is only goodness which gives extras. Mystery. Myself.
What?
Of coming to conclusions too rapidly. Magician. Hey! Smiled.
Well, there's the French ambassador, the Russian, and whoever might sell it to either of those.
And Lord Holdhurst. I want you to do something for me. Find the cab which dropped a fare there just after 1:30. A French name. Good night to you both.
Good night.
Good night. No secret doors. The windows quite 30 feet above the ground, fastened on the inner side.
I mean, was it the thief? Out of bravado? Or was it someone with the thief who tried to prevent the crime?
Or was it? "53 cases. My name has appeared in only 4, and the police have...
He's been shadowed all these 9 weeks. We can show nothing against him.
Have you formed any theory?
May I ask where you're going now?
To interview Lord Holdhurst, the cabinet minister and very possibly the next Premier of England.
But in whose interests are you acting, may I ask?
In the part of Mr. Percy Phelps.
Ah, my unfortunate nephew. You can understand that I...
Instructions for the copying of the document.
It was.
And you mentioned it to nobody else. Your nephew's room was purely accidental. I mean, he saw his chance and took it.
You take me out of my province there, Mr. Holmes.
There is one other... Well, perhaps he's waiting for a better price, Watson. Or maybe he's had a sudden illness. Oh, Watson, I won't detain you any longer from your legitimate work. But I should be extremely obliged if you would come down to Woking with me tomorrow. The same train that...
He sent the nurse. And you, brother. Without you to support me.
It's towards the road.
Ah, do you think this was done... Quick, promise.
Are you moping in here, Annie? Come out in the sunshine. I'll beat you at croquet.
Mr. Phelps, while we're investigating this minor affair, we must not lose sight of our main inquiry. It would help me very much if you would come to London with us. Do you feel strong enough?
Flown, but what about Annie?
Mr. Harrison will look after her, and my friend Watson. Then straight to Baker Street and remain with him until I see you again. Now, gentlemen, I shall leave you.
How's your headache?
A little better.
First day for 9 weeks without the invalid. And you choose to spend it in here.
Force of habit.
Are you dining tonight?
I'm not hungry.
Bless you for saving my honor.
And made my way through the undergrowth until I reached the stables, just opposite. It was about 10:15 when she closed the book, moved across the room, a weary vigil. But it had the sort of excitement a sportsman feels when he lies before the watercourse and waits for the big game. I've got what I want. Now, run.
Joseph.
You let him go.
I wired full particulars to Inspector Forbes. If he's quick enough to catch his bird, well and good. But if, as I shrewdly suspect, he finds a police court.
My God, you tell me that during my 10 long weeks of agony, the stolen papers were in the very room with me all the time.
As he told me. But he was free by 9:30 and called by your office, entering through the side door. Returned alone to Woking and concealed to be had. Then came your sudden... But you baffled him with your wakefulness.
Yes. I didn't take my sleeping draught.
But he had another chance when you came up to London.
I kept Miss Harrison in the room all day so as to anticipate. Quite so.
Yes, but why did he try the window when he might have come in through the door?
To appear to be a burglar, and if necessary, make good his escape across the courtyard.
The knife. You don't think he had any murderous intentions?
My dear fellow, I can only say that Mr.
My dear Holmes, I can't thank you enough.
Percy. Goodbye. And good luck.
Thank you for restoring my happiness.
Percy,